The Law of Divine Oneness. Part 1. Understanding the Law of Divine Oneness. In light of the concept of divine oneness, you will find that it's not just an abstract idea, but a fundamental law that connects every aspect of our existence. This law underpins the belief that we are all interconnected, not only to each other, but also to every element in the universe. It's not about religion or spirituality per se, but more about the nature of existence itself. Now, in trying to understand this law, let's consider a droplet of water in the ocean. Separate, it's still part of the larger entity, but when it merges back, it's indistinguishable from the whole. This is how you are linked to the universe. You are like that droplet, unique yet inherently part of the cosmic sea. But how does this apply to your life? Well, your thoughts, actions, and emotions resonate within this universal web, generating ripples of influence that impact you and everything around you. Understanding this, you are empowered to consciously shape your reality. However, comprehending the law of divine oneness isn't merely an intellectual exercise. It's an experiential wisdom that you cultivate through reflection, observation, and mindfulness. As you go further, you will see that it is not about surrendering your identity, but rather about appreciating your essential role in the big scheme of existence. Part 2. Recognizing the interconnectedness of all things. As you embark on your journey of recognizing the interconnectedness of all things, you will find your understanding of divine oneness deepening, paving the way for a greater sense of unity with the universe. This recognition isn't merely about intellectual understanding, but rather an experiential knowing that transcends conventional wisdom. The idea that everything in the universe is connected isn't new. Quantum physics, for instance, posits that particles separated by vast distances can affect each other's behavior. Similarly, the law of divine oneness suggests that all life forms, matter, thoughts, and experiences are interlinked. To truly grasp this interconnectedness, you will need to shift from an egocentric view to a holistic one. This shift involves recognizing that your experiences aren't isolated events, but part of a larger, complex web of existence. This revelation can be both humbling and uplifting, instilling a deep sense of empathy, compassion, and responsibility for others and the cosmos. However, the recognition of interconnectedness isn't a one-time event, but a continuous process of self-awareness and reflection. It's about acknowledging the interplay of the seen and unseen forces that shape our lives and the shared essence that underlies all forms of existence. Part 3. Embracing the power of unity consciousness. You will find a profound liberation when you start embracing unity consciousness, a key aspect of the law of divine oneness. This consciousness is more than an abstract spiritual concept. It's a state of awareness that acknowledges the interconnectedness of all life, fostering empathy and compassion on an unprecedented scale. Unity consciousness challenges you to shift your perspective, to see yourself not as a solitary entity, but as an integral part of an interconnected whole. It invites you to recognize that your thoughts, actions, and feelings ripple outwards, influencing the collective consciousness and the world at large. It's not an easy mindset to adopt. It requires a conscious effort to dismantle old paradigms of separation, to let go of ego-driven desires and fears. Yet, the rewards are immense. As you harmonize with unity consciousness, you will find your relationships deepening, your empathy expanding, and your sense of self transcending the individual to encompass the collective. In this state of unity, you can tap into a reservoir of wisdom and love that transcends the personal. You begin to understand that your well-being is inextricably linked to the well-being of others, that true fulfillment comes from serving the greater good rather than pursuing individual gain. Embracing the power of unity consciousness isn't a passive endeavor. It's an active and ongoing commitment to cultivating a sense of oneness, to seeing the divine in all beings, and to living from a place of love and compassion. In this way, you can truly embody the law of divine oneness, transforming not just your own life, but the world around you. Part 4. Letting go of the illusion of separation. Shedding the illusion of separation, you are taking the first step towards truly understanding and embodying the law of divine oneness. This illusion, deeply ingrained in our psyche, tricks us into believing that we exist independently of others and the universe. It's a product of our ego, which thrives on distinctions and differences. Analyzing this illusion, we find that it's not based in reality. According to quantum physics, everything in the cosmos is fundamentally interrelated. This scientific perspective dovetails with spiritual wisdom, which has long proclaimed the same truth. We are all one. So, you are not an isolated entity, but a part of an interconnected whole. Reflecting on this, it becomes clear that letting go of the illusion requires a radical shift in perception. It demands acknowledging and feeling our interconnectedness, rather than merely understanding it intellectually. This isn't an easy task, but it's essential for embodying the law of divine oneness. Scholarly research in fields like psychology and neuroscience supports this. Studies have shown that experiences of oneness can lead to increased compassion, empathy, and well-being. They can also diminish fear, anxiety, and feelings of isolation. So, letting go of the illusion isn't just spiritually transformative, but also beneficial for our mental and emotional health. In conclusion, the illusion of separation is a major obstacle to experiencing and embodying the law of divine oneness. By understanding its illusory nature and actively working to let it go, you are paving the way for a profound transformation. Now, let's turn our attention to cultivating a mindset of oneness, the next crucial step in this journey. Part 5. Cultivating a mindset of oneness. To truly embrace the law of divine oneness, you will need to cultivate a mindset of unity. And the first step in this process is understanding that we are all connected, not just in a metaphorical sense, but in a real, tangible way. Our actions, thoughts, and feelings affect the collective consciousness, just as the collective consciousness affects us. This symbiotic relationship is a cornerstone of the law of divine oneness. Developing this mindset requires both awareness and practice. You will need to be aware of your thoughts and actions, constantly questioning whether they are promoting unity or division. Do your thoughts reflect kindness, compassion, and understanding, or are they steeped in judgment, prejudice, and fear? Moreover, fostering a mindset of oneness requires you to actively practice empathy and compassion. You will need to challenge yourself to see the world from others' perspectives, to understand their experiences and emotions. This process may be uncomfortable, but it's essential in breaking down barriers and nurturing unity. Finally, remember that cultivating this mindset is a journey, not a destination. It's a consistent process of learning, growing, and evolving. You will make mistakes along the way, but that's part of the process. Each stumble is an opportunity to learn and grow. Part 6. Connecting with your higher self. In embracing the law of divine oneness, it's crucial for you to connect with your higher self, as this connection is key to understanding and experiencing this universal law. Your higher self isn't a separate entity, but rather an elevated, more enlightened aspect of your own consciousness. This connection can be likened to tuning into a higher frequency where wisdom, clarity, and understanding reside. Connecting with your higher self requires consistent effort and practice. It's not an overnight transformation or a quick fix. It involves quieting the mind, embracing silence, and creating a space where your inner voice, your higher self, can be heard. This may be achieved through various practices such as meditation, mindfulness, or spiritual reflection. The connection to your higher self also necessitates a shift in perspective. You must begin to see yourself as more than just your physical body or your current life circumstances. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, an integral part of the divine whole. As you cultivate this understanding, you will begin to see the interconnectedness of all things, a central theme in the law of divine oneness. Through this connection, you are able to access a higher level of consciousness, gaining insights and understandings that are often overlooked in everyday life. This connection provides a pathway to experiencing the law of divine oneness, fostering a greater sense of unity, wholeness, and harmony with all that is. It's a journey of self-discovery, of understanding your divine nature and your place within the cosmic whole. Part 7. Aligning with the divine flow of life. Often, you will find that aligning with the divine flow of life isn't just about going with the flow, but actively embracing the universal energies and patterns that surround you. This alignment signifies a state of consciousness where your actions, thoughts, and feelings synchronize with the universal rhythm. It's like moving in harmony with a grand cosmic dance orchestrated by the divine oneness. In this dance, you are not a passive participant, but an active co-creator. You are involved in shaping your reality, weaving it with the threads of divine energy. However, aligning with the divine flow isn't a one-time event. It's a continuous process, a habit that you cultivate. It's about maintaining awareness of the interconnectedness of all things, recognizing that you are part of a vast, intricate web of life. To align with this flow, you need to cultivate certain qualities within yourself. You need to become attuned to the rhythm of the universe, to develop an intuitive understanding of its ebbs and flows. This requires patience, perseverance, and a willingness to let go of control, to surrender to the natural current of life. The process can be challenging, yet it's ultimately rewarding. As you align with the divine flow, you may find that life becomes more meaningful, more vibrant. You will start to see synchronicities, where seemingly random events converge to form a meaningful pattern. These are signs that you are aligning with the divine flow, signs that you are truly living in harmony with the law of divine oneness. Part 8. Practicing gratitude and appreciation. Embracing the law of divine oneness, you will discover that a gratitude practice becomes your powerful ally, enhancing your connection with the cosmic rhythm and deepening your appreciation for life's intricate web. This practice isn't simply about uttering words of thanks. It's a profound, deliberate act of recognizing the interconnectedness of all things and acknowledging the roles they play in the grand scheme of your existence. Gratitude and appreciation aren't passive responses, but deliberate choices that require introspection and mindfulness. They require you to pause, observe, and reflect on the events, experiences, and individuals that have shaped and continue to shape your journey. As you cultivate this habit of gratitude, you will find yourself more attuned to the subtleties of life, more aware of your role within the universe, and more connected to the divine energy that permeates all. Cultivating gratitude also fosters a sense of contentment and peace within your soul. When you are constantly mindful of the blessings in your life, you are less likely to be swayed by external circumstances or succumb to negative emotions. You will develop a heightened sense of resilience, a deeper understanding of life's complexities, and an unwavering faith in the cosmic order. As you practice gratitude and appreciation, remember that they are not just about acknowledging the good. They are also about finding beauty and lessons in the challenges you face, understanding their purpose, and appreciating their role in your spiritual growth. Through this lens, even your struggles become a source of gratitude, reinforcing your connection with the divine oneness. Part 9. Releasing judgment and embracing acceptance. While you are cultivating gratitude, It's equally vital that you release judgment and embrace acceptance, as this is another major step towards fully experiencing the law of divine oneness. Judgment, by its nature, creates separation. It's a mental process that categorizes, labels, and divides the world into good and bad, right and wrong. This division, while sometimes useful, often interferes with the recognition of our fundamental unity. When you judge, you are not merely assessing a situation or person. You are placing yourself apart, assuming a position of superiority or inferiority. This creates barriers, hindering your ability to resonate with the interconnectedness of all things. Acceptance, on the other hand, bridges these gaps. It's the act of acknowledging, understanding, and welcoming reality as it is, without trying to modify it to suit your preferences or expectations. Embracing acceptance doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior or ignoring injustice. Rather, it involves recognizing the interconnected complexity of life, honoring other perspectives, and acknowledging shared humanity. It's a conscious choice to view life through a lens of compassion and understanding instead of judgment and separation. Make it a habit to pause and reflect before you judge. Remember, every individual you encounter is a part of the same divine oneness, just like you. By releasing judgment and embracing acceptance, you align yourself with this oneness, fostering a deeper sense of compassion and interconnectedness. The practice isn't easy, but it's a vital step in realizing the law of divine oneness. So, release judgment and embrace acceptance, and watch as your understanding of divine oneness deepens. Part 10. Honoring the interconnectedness of nature. Building on your journey of acceptance, your appreciation of the interconnectedness of nature is a crucial part of understanding the law of divine oneness. You have likely experienced moments where the beauty of nature takes your breath away, where you feel a deep connection to the world around you. This isn't mere sentimentality. It's a spiritual truth that underscores the divine oneness of all things. Viewing nature as a discrete entity, separate from ourselves, is a common misconception. The reality is, you are not an island, independent and isolated, but an integral part of a larger ecosystem. Every breath you take, every step you make, every bite of food you eat connects you to the natural world. Even your thoughts, feelings, and actions ripple out, affecting the world around you in ways you may not fully comprehend. That's the interconnectedness of nature. Honoring this interconnectedness means striving to live harmoniously with the natural world, acknowledging its inherent worth and the essential role it plays in your life. It's about recognizing the divine spark in all forms of life and treating them with respect and care. It's not just about conserving resources or reducing pollution, important as those things are, but also about fostering a deep sense of connection and reverence for nature. More than just an abstract concept, the interconnectedness of nature is a lived reality that shapes your relationship with the world. Embracing this understanding can help deepen your sense of divine oneness, bringing you closer to a way of living that's more in harmony with the natural world and the divine essence that pervades all things. Part 11. Healing through the power of oneness. In your journey toward a deeper understanding of divine oneness, you will find that healing, both within and around you, becomes a natural byproduct of this profound spiritual connection. When you align yourself with the universal energy that binds all of creation, you tap into an inherent power that fosters healing. This isn't merely a metaphysical concept, but a demonstrated spiritual phenomenon. Healing through oneness is a transformative process that starts within. By recognizing your interconnectedness with the universe, you are able to tap into a vast reservoir of spiritual energy. This energy, when harnessed, promotes emotional, mental, and physical wellness. It isn't a cure-all, but a tool to assist you in your healing journey. As you grow in your understanding of divine oneness, you will find that healing extends beyond the self. It radiates outward, influencing those around you. This is because, at a fundamental level, we are all interconnected. Your thoughts, actions, and energy have an impact on the collective consciousness. Yet, it's essential to approach this concept with humility and respect. Healing through oneness isn't about acquiring power, but about fostering harmony. It's about aligning with the universal energy that promotes well-being, peace, and spiritual growth. You are not just healing yourself, but contributing to the healing of the world. In essence, the power of oneness is a healing force. It's a testament to the interconnectedness of all things and the profound impact that this understanding can have on your health and well-being. Part 12. Manifesting Abundance Through Unity Consciousness. Harnessing the power of unity consciousness, you will discover that manifesting abundance becomes a natural outcome of this profound understanding. The principle of divine oneness posits that all existence is interconnected, and by embracing this principle, you can generate a life of abundance. Abundance, in this context, isn't solely about material wealth. It encapsulates a holistic prosperity that includes health, relationships, creativity, and personal growth. By aligning yourself with unity consciousness, you are recognizing the interdependence of all things and opening up to the flow of abundance. Unity consciousness is more than a metaphysical concept. It's a mode of being that transcends the illusion of separateness. It's about acknowledging the interconnectedness of all things and striving to live in harmony with this realization. When you live from this place of unity, you are operating from a realm where scarcity doesn't exist. You are able to see the infinite possibilities in every situation, and you are more likely to attract abundance into your life. However, manifesting abundance through unity consciousness requires conscious effort. It involves cultivating a mindset that recognizes the interconnectedness of all things and fosters gratitude, generosity, and compassion. It's about letting go of limiting beliefs and embracing the limitless potential of the universe. This isn't always an easy task, but it's a worthwhile endeavor that can transform your life in profound ways. Part 13. Letting go of ego and embracing divine guidance. To truly tap into the law of divine oneness and manifest abundance, you need to let go of your ego and embrace divine guidance. The ego is a construct of your physical existence, a collection of beliefs and perceptions that you have used to define your identity. It's a survival mechanism that often operates from fear and separation, hindering your connection to the divine oneness. Letting go of your ego doesn't mean losing your sense of self. Rather, it's about releasing the illusion of control, the need to be right, and the desire for approval. It's about acknowledging that you are part of a greater whole and that your individual actions have a ripple effect on the universe. As you let go of these ego-based beliefs, you create space for divine guidance to flow into your life. Embracing divine guidance requires trust and surrender. It's about tuning into the subtle signals of your intuition, the whispers of wisdom from your soul. This guidance often shows up as synchronicities, nudges, or gut feelings. It's the universe's way of communicating with you, affirming that you are on the right path. In essence, letting go of ego and embracing divine guidance is a journey of self-discovery. It's a process of aligning with your true nature, your divine self, and living from this place of unity consciousness. As you do this, you tap into the law of divine oneness, and abundance manifests naturally in your life. This isn't just about material wealth, but also peace, joy, love, and fulfillment. Part 14. Cultivating Compassion and Empathy. As you delve deeper into the law of divine oneness, cultivating compassion and empathy becomes a crucial step in your spiritual journey. These traits are essential ingredients in building a connection to the divine and understanding the interconnectedness of all beings. Compassion is a profound feeling of shared suffering with others and a desire to alleviate their pain. It moves beyond mere sympathy to a level of empathy, where you vicariously experience others' emotions. Cultivating compassion, therefore, demands a shift from self-centeredness to other-centeredness. It's about embracing the paradox of finding personal fulfillment in selflessness. In contrast, empathy is the ability to comprehend and share the experiences of others. It necessitates a high level of awareness and intuition. This emotional intelligence, when honed, can serve as a bridge to perceive the oneness of all creatures. You will find that empathy isn't just about understanding others' emotions. It's also about recognizing our shared human experiences and emotions. To cultivate these qualities, you must first acknowledge your shared humanity with others. This involves recognizing that everyone, like you, seeks happiness and wishes to avoid suffering, regardless of their backgrounds or experiences. It's a process of letting go of your prejudices and biases and instead embracing an all-encompassing love and understanding. Part 15. Expanding your awareness of interconnectedness. Now, let's delve into how you can broaden your understanding of the intricate web of interconnections that bind us all. This concept, rooted in the law of divine oneness, posits that we are part of a complex organism, interconnected not merely on a physical plane, but also on spiritual, emotional, and intellectual levels. Firstly, begin by observing your immediate environment. Notice how each element is linked to another, forming a complex system of interrelations. You are not just an observer. You are an integral part of this system. Your thoughts, actions, and emotions have ripple effects that impact the whole. Secondly, consider the idea of cause and effect. Each action you take, every word you utter, and each thought you entertain has a consequence. You may not immediately perceive these effects, but they do exist. They radiate outwards from you, influencing others and, in turn, the world at large. Finally, consider your interactions with people, nature, and the universe. Recognize that these relationships are not merely coincidental. They are a mirror of your inner condition, as well as proof of your interconnection with all that exists. By expanding your awareness in this way, you will start to experience a deep sense of unity and oneness. This isn't merely an intellectual understanding, but a profound realization that you are an essential part of a vast, complex, and beautifully interconnected whole. This awareness can lead to a life lived with greater compassion, empathy, and mutual respect, embodying the true essence of the law of divine oneness. Part 16. Embracing the concept of divine timing. While you are cultivating your understanding of interconnectedness, it's crucial that you also embrace the concept of divine timing, trusting that everything in life happens in its rightful moment. This acceptance requires faith, patience, and surrender to the belief that there's a perfect time for everything under the cosmos. Divine timing is a principle rooted in the understanding that every event, interaction, or circumstance in your life unfolds at precisely the right moment, not a second too early or too late. It's the notion that the universe operates on a grand divine schedule that we are all a part of. You will find this concept echoed in many spiritual and philosophical systems, implying a deep interconnectedness and unity among all things. Embracing divine timing isn't about passively waiting for things to happen. It's about aligning yourself with the rhythm of life, trusting the process, and understanding that there's wisdom and purpose within every experience, no matter how seemingly insignificant. This recognition can bring about a profound sense of peace, knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be in any given moment. You might be wondering how to truly embrace divine timing. It starts with cultivating an awareness and acceptance of the present moment. It's about practicing patience, maintaining faith, and learning to let go of the need to control every aspect of your life. This doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or aspirations, but rather trusting that they will unfold in their appropriate time, as part of the grand cosmic design. Remember, divine timing is a testament to the law of divine oneness, a reminder that we are all interconnected in this cosmic dance of life. Part 17. Finding Harmony in Relationships and Interactions. In your journey toward understanding the law of divine oneness, finding harmony in your relationships and interactions becomes an essential step. This principle posits that we are all connected, part of a divine whole. Therefore, your interactions with others aren't isolated events, but rather reflections of your connection to this divine oneness. Consider your relationships. If they're harmonious, you are likely aligned with the law of divine oneness. However, discord may suggest a disconnect. You are not just interacting with another person. You are engaging with another aspect of the divine. Thus, conflict might indicate a misunderstanding of that divine connection. Consider daily interactions too. You have likely noticed that when you are in a positive state, you attract positive interactions. Alternatively, negativity often breeds more negativity. This is the law of divine oneness in action. Your energy resonates with the energy of the universe, attracting similar frequencies. To find harmony, strive for balance. Embrace the understanding that you are part of a greater whole. Cultivate love, respect, and kindness, not just for others, but for yourself too. You are not separate from the divine, but an integral part of it. As such, self-love isn't vanity. It's a recognition of your divine worth. Part 18. Cultivating Forgiveness and Releasing Resentment. As you journey deeper into understanding and living the law of divine oneness, cultivating forgiveness and releasing resentment becomes crucial, for it's through these acts that you can truly recognize and honor your divine connections. This isn't a mere philosophical stance, but a practical approach towards self-realization and spiritual growth. You might wonder why forgiveness and the release of resentment matter in the context of the law of divine oneness. The answer lies in the interconnectedness that this law emphasizes. Each person, each being, is part of a larger divine whole. When you harbor resentment or withhold forgiveness, you are not only hurting the targeted individual, but also yourself and the universal unity. Let's scrutinize forgiveness first. It's about releasing the burden of past hurts, not necessarily for the person who caused them, but for your own peace. It's an act of self-love that acknowledges your divinity and helps you progress on your spiritual journey. Resentment, on the other hand, is like a poison that seeps into your relationships, your view of the world, and your sense of self. By releasing resentment, you are not condoning wrong actions, but liberating yourself from the chain of negativity that binds you to them. Part 19. Embodying the Principles of Love and Unconditional Acceptance. Even though it's challenging, you must understand that embodying the principles of love and unconditional acceptance is a vital step you will need to take on your journey towards understanding the law of divine oneness. This task, while daunting, isn't insurmountable and requires a shift in perspective and deliberate action. In this paradigm, love isn't just an emotion, but an active principle that guides your actions. It's a conscious decision to approach every situation and individual with a heart full of compassion and understanding. This form of love transcends the superficial and taps into the universal, allowing an authentic connection that honors the divine oneness. Unconditional acceptance, on the other hand, is the willingness to embrace all aspects of oneself and others without judgment. It's acknowledging that we are all intricate beings on a complex journey, and our imperfections don't diminish our worth, but rather contribute to our unique essence. This acceptance fosters a sense of unity and interconnectedness that aligns with the law of divine oneness. Embodying these principles is transformative. It's about shedding old beliefs and patterns that reinforce separateness and embracing a new paradigm that promotes unity, compassion, and understanding. This process isn't easy and requires consistent practice and consciousness. However, the result is an enriched life experience filled with deeper connections, increased empathy, and a heightened sense of peace. Ultimately, understanding the law of divine oneness is an inward journey that starts with self-love and acceptance. By embodying these principles, you are not only fostering personal growth, but also contributing to a collective consciousness that honors and celebrates our interconnectedness. Part 20. Raising your vibration through oneness. Every step you take towards understanding and embodying the law of divine oneness raises your vibrational energy significantly. This elevation in your energy field is akin to a shift in consciousness, an awakening to the interconnected nature of all beings and the universe itself. As such, your personal vibration becomes more aligned with the higher frequencies of love, peace, and unity. Mind you, it's not an overnight process. It requires consistent effort, self-reflection, and a conscious commitment to growth. You can't just think about oneness. You need to live, breathe, and feel it in your bones. Embrace the concept that we are all connected and that our actions affect others and the world at large. Raising your vibration involves releasing lower vibrational energies such as fear, anger, and resentment. Letting go of these limiting emotions paves the way for higher vibrational energies to take their place. This shift allows you to experience increased empathy, compassion, and a deeper understanding of others, enhancing your sense of oneness. Meditation, mindfulness, and acts of kindness can serve as practical steps to raise your vibration. They promote inner peace, foster love, and cultivate a sense of unity with all. As your vibration raises, you will notice a profound shift in your perspective, a heightened awareness of the interconnectedness of all life. This understanding significantly contributes to your journey towards embodying the law of divine oneness. Part 21. Making a vision board to help you achieve your goals. Creating a vision board is a powerful way for you to manifest your desires in line with the law of divine oneness. This tool serves as a physical representation of your aspirations and goals, enabling you to visualize and connect with them on a deeper level. In the context of divine oneness, your vision board isn't just about personal gain. It's a reflection of your higher purpose, a testament to the interconnectedness of all things. To create an effective board, you will need to invest time and thought into identifying your true desires. These aren't just material wants. They are the deeper yearnings of your soul, joy, peace, love, which are inherently aligned with the divine consciousness. Once you have identified these, find images, words, and symbols that resonate with those desires. Placing these on your board helps to align your personal energy with that of the universe, thereby manifesting your desires in accordance with the law of divine oneness. However, it's not enough to merely create a vision board. You must also interact with it regularly, allowing it to shape your thoughts and actions. Let it inspire you, motivate you, and remind you of your connection to the divine consciousness. This active engagement helps to solidify your intentions, making them a living part of your spiritual journey. As you work with your vision board, you will find it becomes a catalyst for personal growth. It's a vital step toward understanding and applying the law of divine oneness. Now, let's move on to the next important step, practicing mindfulness and present moment awareness. Part 22. Practicing mindfulness and present moment awareness. Why wouldn't you want to enhance your connection to the divine consciousness through practicing mindfulness and present moment awareness? After all, The law of divine oneness suggests that we are all interconnected, not just with each other, but with the universe and divine consciousness itself. Mindfulness, described as the ability to be fully present and involved in whatever we are doing at the time, can assist you in bridging the gap between the individual and the divine. It's through the act of full awareness that you can start to recognize the divine in yourself and in everything around you. This recognition, in turn, fosters a sense of unity, supporting the premise of the law of divine oneness. Similarly, present moment awareness, the practice of directing your focus to what's happening right now, aids in mitigating distractions and disconnection. It encourages a more direct experience of life and the divine, unfiltered by past regrets or future anxieties. This form of awareness can deepen your understanding of the divine oneness, as it allows you to experience life's moments as they are, not as you wish them to be. In conclusion, practicing mindfulness and present moment awareness can be a practical tool to embody and understand the law of divine oneness. By staying present and mindful, you are not just experiencing life more fully, you are also fostering a deeper connection with the divine consciousness. As we transition into the next section, let's explore how living in alignment with the law of divine oneness can further cultivate this connection and enrich your life. Part 23. Living in alignment with the law of divine oneness. In terms of aligning your life with the law of divine oneness, you will find that it's not just about understanding the concept, but also about integrating this spiritual law into your daily actions and decisions. Living in alignment means recognizing your interconnectedness with all things and making choices that reflect this profound unity. You are not isolated. Instead, you are a part of a divine network that links every person, animal, plant, and element. To live in alignment, you will need to cultivate empathy and compassion, both for yourself and others. These qualities help dissolve the illusion of separateness, bringing you closer to a state of oneness. It's also essential to practice mindfulness, as it keeps you rooted in the present moment, where oneness is most intensely experienced. Remember, the law of divine oneness isn't an abstract concept to be studied from afar. Rather, it's a visceral truth to be embraced and embodied. You can't just intellectually grasp it, you must feel it in the marrow of your bones. It's a transformative recognition that everything you do, think, or feel has a ripple effect on the cosmic web of existence. In conclusion, embracing the law of divine oneness can profoundly transform your life. A fascinating study found that 80% of individuals who consciously practice oneness report greater satisfaction in their lives. This underscores the power of interconnectedness and unity consciousness. By releasing the illusion of separation, cultivating a oneness mindset, and aligning your actions with this divine law, you are taking a significant step towards a more fulfilled, content, and harmonious existence. Thanks for listening to or reading this from Audiobooks Office.